Hi, Days fans. It is Tuesday, September. I had September on my brain. God, what the hell's wrong with me? July 13th.
It's our anniversary day.
I know, but I was more thinking about my next hair appointment and orthodontist appointment. But on that note, I got that thing taken out of my mouth, so you can sort of understand me again. And I can move. I can smile. I don't look like I've had Botox on my entire face. But I'm going to start real quick with a quote from our Ken Corday book. I haven't been quoting this as much since I finished reading it, but there was a lot of discussion yesterday in the posts by Ron and Libby, and a lot of times comments from all of you about the repetitive storylines. You know, but specifically the dialogue and how it doesn't feel like it's changing.
The formulas, as I like to call them.
No, I'm not. I don't know if I mean that. By formulas, do you mean like how they...
Recurring theme.
No. What I mean is like Chloe's scenes for the past 3 months with Carly have been, oh, I have to tell him. No, don't tell him.
I know. That is so nauseating.
Literally saying the same things is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So when Ken Corday was a little boy, I think he was like, I don't know, a little tyke. I don't remember how old he was. But he got to go and watch his dad doing the soaps. And back then his father was doing, I think, Guiding Light, but just for the radio. And there were these two stars, and they stopped mid-scene and were like really heatedly saying to his father, and this is a quote, they asked why they were saying almost the same lines they had said the day before in almost the same scene. And Ken Corday's father, Ted Corday, very understated, gets a red cross pen. Do you remember those? My father used to use cross pens, and I remember thinking those were so cool. Gets this pen and writes on the freaking wall in the conference room. And I don't get the impression this was a wall he was supposed to be writing on. I'm not sure. Maybe it had like those boards, but with a cross pen, I don't know. And he writes, "That was then, this is now," and that was it. So basically, the point was, you know, this is how soaps are done. This is, you repeat lines, you know, you've got to come up with something like 612 shows a year or something crazy like that. You're not going to be able to come up with completely new dialogue every day.
Well, there's nothing written that's how soaps are done. That's how he thinks soaps are done.
Well, honey, he's kind of,
You know what? I don't believe in that. I don't buy that. Disrupt. You gotta adapt, you gotta change or die. So I'm on the side of the actors. You don't have to do that.
This was said in 1948, just so you know.
Great. Yeah. They said we would never, Bill Gates said we would never have computers on our desk.
Wait, I'm confused though. If this was said in
That was wrong.
If that was said in 1948, why was he still working on that show? Because wouldn't he have been...
Days would have started already.
Yeah, and they wouldn't have...
No, 1948. Days didn't start until 1965.
Oh, that's right. I'm getting your birth year and my parents confused. Sorry.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, I can laugh again. Haha. Okay.
That's really nice,
honey. I'm sorry. I just try to stick it to you a little.
All right.
I told them on Twitter yesterday what you did to me.
What did I do?
You did a Sammy ducking under my kiss.
No, I didn't. That's not what I was doing. Anyway, let's talk about this show, for God's sake. Let's go.
Chloe and Philip and Daniel. Okay, it's about...
Let me talk for a second here.
All right.
I thought those scenes were good. They don't give Sean Christian much of a chance to act. He's always like Mr. Nice Guy, Mr. Breathy. There's a couple of love scenes, that's about it. But he's always like goody-goody. And he finally comes out and tells Chloe, look, I'm a human. I'm jealous of this guy. If I had known Melanie was my daughter before they got married, I would have stopped this. That was the first little shot across the bow that Philip is not a liked person in my book. And I was a little bit disingenuous, he said.
Did you see Chloe's face when he said that? Like, oh.
So you're probably going to be upset at the fact that I slept with him and I'm probably pregnant with his baby.
Like that christening gown? It might be on Philip's kid, not yours.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, yeah, he finally is human. That he broke out of that doctor skin.
Honey, I'm 99.9% sure that Jake and Paloma are yours. Anyhow, moving on. Yeah, I thought it was about time he mentioned he might be jealous of, like, the fact her first love and all that other stuff is, like, hanging out alone in their apartment. You know,
secret meetings at the Brady Club. In real life, that would never happen. But
no, I can't remember the last time I've been alone with
so
a man.
people who shot other people hang out together. Hey, how's that bullet wound doing?
Like Vivian's scene with Melanie. At least she acted like she didn't want to be with her anymore. But Carly and no, who else is it? Like Kate?
No. Lucas and EJ.
Oh yeah. That's a good point. So Melanie tried. Oh, we got a little visitor coming on the set. Okay,
so we can still talk.
Melanie tries to play matchmaker again, and I think I'm going to give her quote of the day. Like, remember last year when I got you two together and up at the cabin? How'd that work out for you two?
Yeah.
I thought that was cute. Hey, what up? But they talk and nothing happens. They get nowhere. And then Brady's like, well, do you want to talk more later? And are we over? And I was like, I think we're pretty much over, dude. Give it up.
For now, come on. Yeah, I love it when that happens.
And I also... Dear, oh dear.
Yeah, at least you did you get a concussion from the thing falling on her head?
She's laughing.
Oh, she's laughing.
Thinks it's
Okay,
funny.
good.
So... I love how Brady opens up about how he feels like him and Nicole have this bond, that they're both survivors, you know.
Oh, yeah, it's like, oh, there it is. There it is. That wall that goes up the second I mentioned Nicole.
Yeah, but
it's
then
like, you see it too, huh?
Before it was just like him defending her and stuff, but now he actually says, we have something that
you're not like us. You're not like Nicole and me.
You're never going to understand.
I wake up every morning... and I fight this demon.
But JB and I understand, because we try to quit drinking every now and then.
I quit drinking. I haven't had a drink in 2 days. I'm going to use Brady's line.
Pretty soon JB's going to use that line on me. Honey.
Who would I have a bond with?
I don't know. Some other non-drinker.
Oh, okay.
Paloma, I don't know. All right.
So, EJ, Nicole...
Oh, yeah, that
EJ,
is...
EJ, here. I'll be Nicole.
Oh, here we go.
I'm down here on Pier 16. I can't remember what she said. About to bust EJ's head right open.
I love how she has her purse.
I want Cinderella.
I'm sure that's going to sound really good with the audio.
Okay, Cinderella.
Where do you think we're going to get Cinderella from, sweet love?
Okay, Cinderella.
Okay, come on up here. Come on and join the group.
Okay.
So,
we're going to get close to our 10 minutes.
Okay, let's hurry up.
Yeah.
So I was just saying, like, I said something the other day about how I would have, if I were her, I would have had the whole, like, crew down there to witness this conversation just as a backup so she didn't get killed. But I didn't think she was actually going to do that. So is she really going to say this stuff on air?
God, I hope so. I think so.
Or do you think Brady's going to stop her and be like, listen, Nicole, just don't do this. Come on, let's you and me run off into the sunset together.
Change color.
I don't know. I don't see how she could possibly do that without it. Oh, but everybody thinks that no one's going to believe her.
Yeah. Brady only likes to date people who've been in jail, it seems like.
Yeah. Everybody's got their thing.
So he's gonna date his grandfather's ex-wife. Lovely.
He already has.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's before my time.
I think when they first started dating, she still was his grandfather's wife. Clear me up on that. I'll put something up on YouTube about that today. I mean, not on YouTube, on...
I gotta watch some old shows to see how that ever happened. It just does not seem possible. Looking at Victor and Melanie? My God.
Are you telling me you never had a crush on your grandfather's wife? Everybody does.
What is the age difference between Victor and John Aniston and Ariana Zucker?
Well...
Like 30 years?
Oh, God, it's gotta be more than that.
Yeah.
She's my age, and isn't he in his 70s? Or is he in his late 60s?
I don't know. Anyway.
Alright, we're gonna have to go on Facebook if we want.
Okay, again. Alright, the couple that watches Stays Together.
Stays Together.